Let's take a look at this little chart right behind me. COMEX inventories. And as you can see above my bald head, there's a number, 6,444 ounces. Not a whole lot, and that's gold. Removed from HSBC vault. This is, again, these are COMEX vaults here. Out of the eligible HSBC vault, in which there was 3 million, as you can see, ounces, over in a JP Morgan's vault, which only had 46 million. And as you can see, there are the withdrawn amount from HSBC is identical to the received amount in JP Morgan. So the first question you probably have is, why do they need a piddly 6,000 ounces when they've got 46,000 ounces? I don't know if I said million a minute ago, but 46,000 ounces in JP Morgan's account. Now, again, you look back up at HSBC, and there's 3 million in their eligible vaults. And JP Morgan has 46 million in its eligible vaults. Now, if that's already accounted for, and they know they have to use that for put some fires out, so to speak, that would, to me, explain why they need this little measly 6 million more ounces, because they don't have what they need to put the current fires out. So they asked their pals over at HSBC, do you mind if we borrow approximately 6,444 ounces of gold? We'll give it right back. One can only speculate as to what the real reason is. But given the climate of everything, the shortages, the massive amounts of gold deteriorating in a hurry from JP Morgan's vaults over the last month or so, should be a telltale sign that there's some major problems brewing. And if you see an exact number such as above, 6,444.936, leaving one vault of HSBC, and that exact amount showing up in JP Morgan's vault, the same company which has problems here recently of massive amounts of gold leaving their vaults, dangerously low levels, etc. Again, it's assumption, but God, does it make sense? Man, does this make sense? So I wanted to show you this. This is from the COMEX numbers here. This is public information. It is very interesting that JP Morgan itself has 46,000, whereas HSBC has 3 million. And then down below, Scotia has 2.8 million. And again, JP Morgan only has 46,000. There could be speculation as to why that is. I mean, if these are all warehouses for the COMEX, everything on the screen right now, you would think that they should be able to move gold around from one to another. And if that is the case, why would you see a measly 6,000 ounces being taken from HSBC and going to JP Morgan? Shouldn't it be like, hey, they've got 3 million ounces. Hey, can we borrow 1 million ounces? Not 6,000 ounces. And there may be some reason for that I don't know, because I don't work there. I don't know what the rules are. I don't know. But not even knowing that stuff, this chart speaks volumes. This little, not really a chart, but this picture behind me. It really proves they are desperate for some gold. They are in big, big trouble. So I just thought I'd share that with you. This is very interesting. When I see this stuff happening so frequently now, you just know this crap can't continue on for a bunch more years. Like, whatever's coming to a halt or to a head, man, it's got to be soon. However this ends, man, it's got to be soon. Even if they slam prices one final time to try to do whatever, not sure that what they'd be trying to prove or do, but it's futile. I mean, when you see this, it's futile. You should be buying precious metals, as I always recommend, silver. Why silver over gold? Because the gold or silver to gold ratio is currently around 60 something to 1, which means 60 something ounces of silver would purchase 1 ounce of gold today. For thousands of years of history, that number has been closer to 16, as in 16 to 1. And if that were to happen today, the price of silver would literally quadruple. Therefore, because it's manipulated, which is why the 60 plus whatever ratio to 1 is, that means when that goes away, and again, this thing behind me is proof that that's going to be going away. There's going to be some major problems with these guys who don't have the gold and silver that they claim. They've always been able to just set the price with paper. Paper bets on bets on bets. That's all it is. So now that they're scraping the bottom of the barrel of physical gold and silver, the price setting mechanism, known as the COMEX, will no longer be that mechanism because it will not have the gold and silver backing that it claims to have had, which even then only had a fraction of a fraction of a fraction to begin with. And now that fraction of a fraction of a fraction is dwindling. It's time to pay the piper. So you would be a fool not to own gold or silver. But as I'm trying to tell you, silver is even better. Go ahead and buy both if you want. I used to have gold. I did. About 2.5, 3 years ago. I had gold. And I sold it and took the money and immediately turned around and bought silver. When that ratio comes down from 60 plus whatever to 1, silver to gold, the performance compared against gold will probably be incomparable. While you will be happy with the way gold performs, I think you will be ecstatic at the way silver performs. You cannot go wrong with either. I am all in. I have no other investments. I have no retirement. I have nothing but physical silver. That's it. I am gambling all of it on this. I've done enough research for so long that I'm pretty darn sure, enough to where I'm staking everything on it, that silver is the way to go. Take care.